Narendra Modi government's second crucial cabinet meeting is on. It's the second meeting in less than 2 days, in less than 3 days, I beg your pardon. And it's on. These are live pictures of cabinet ministers arriving for the crucial second meeting, where the modalities and details of the upcoming parliament session as well as the bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh will be the top two agenda items. Live pictures from South Block as ministers arrive for the second cabinet meeting. Let's go straight across to editor Gaurav Sawant for more details. Gaurav, we've got these live pictures coming in of ministers trickling in for that second crucial cabinet meeting. Just detail for us what's on the table, Parliament as well as the bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh. Gaurav. Gaurav, can you hear me? Okay, we don't have a line with Gaurav. We will re-establish that in just a moment. These are live pictures of those ministers arriving for the cabinet meeting, like we've been bringing to you since the morning. The details and the agenda list for this particular cabinet meeting, the second in just 3 days for the Modi government, will discuss and look into planning for the upcoming parliament session. Remember, there is a lot of pending legislation as well as the budget that needs to be discussed. For today in the cabinet, the modalities of that upcoming parliament session will be top on the agenda. Also the bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh. Remember, the birth of Telangana takes place on the 2nd of June. That will also come up. It comes at a time when there is a lot of activity, or rather lack thereof, in Telangana, where Chief Minister designate Chandrasekhar Rao is called for a bandh today. Gaurav is with us. Gaurav, take us through the details of this cabinet meeting and what we're likely to expect happen.
The cabinet meeting has started at the Prime Minister's office, and the main agenda, what sources are telling us, is the next parliament session. It is expected to start on the 4th. Likely to continue for about 10 days. It will be swearing in of all the new members of parliament initially, then the election of a new speaker of parliament, and then there are some pending bills of the 14th Lok Sabha that are expected to be taken up, and then of course is the presidential address.
Yes.
So these are some of the issues that are likely to be sorted out even as we speak. And there's a press conference that's likely around 12 noon where we'll be briefed about what the cabinet has decided, Shiv.
And these are, these are early days for the Modi government yet, Gaurav, but we've already seen, a string of controversies, some of them small, some of them quite serious. But right now, the bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh is also a live and present issue, because we're expecting it to come up at this particular cabinet meet, because on the one hand, Telangana becomes a reality in just a few days from now, and on the other hand, you've got the Chief Minister designate down there in Telangana calling a bandh today. So there is a lot of things to discuss on that matter as well.
What sources are telling us is that the new Home Minister, Rajnath Singh, he's going to apply his mind on the subject and then brief the Prime Minister on this. Then a call would be taken on the nuts and bolts of how the process moves forward from here. What we're also told by our sources is that Article 370 is one of the issues that the Home Minister, Rajnath Singh, will apply his mind on immediately. He's going to be briefed on that. But just immediately after this cabinet briefing, what sources are telling us is that Rajnath Singh first goes to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the first Home Minister of India, his statue, prays there, and then begins his innings as the Home Minister of the country.
Thanks, Gaurav. We'll keep coming back to you. Like Gaurav just said, that briefing is expected around noon, just after the cabinet meet finishes, and we'll get a full perspective on what happened at the cabinet meet. But Parliament and Telangana are the top two agenda items.